Hi and welcome to UC Today. I'm Susie Harrison, Senior Content Editor, and today I'm delighted to be joined by David Kalm, who is CEO of Telex. So welcome, David.
Thanks for having me, Susie.
So today we're going to be discussing the future of UC, as I know that Telex has recently expanded Operator Connect into over 60 countries. So let's start by talking about trends. And nowadays, what do you see as the trend with telephony and the enterprise? And is PSTN still a thing?
So as it relates to the PSTN, I think people have been calling for the death of the PSTN for some time to no avail. And enterprises still need a way to communicate with customers and vendors outside of the organization. The most universal way to do that is via the public telephone network. What we've seen is a transition away from more traditional solutions, so sort of phone on desk. That doesn't make sense as organizations increasingly pursue hybrid or fully remote setups. And so what customers are trying to do, or prospects, is ultimately enable their users to still be able to send and receive messages, make and receive phone calls, and do so within the platform that they're using for communication internally, which is increasingly Microsoft Teams.
And speaking of Teams, why would someone integrate Teams with telephony, or why would they use Teams Phone?
Well, I think what it comes down to is primarily user experience and cost. So if you have to have yet another application to be able to make and receive phone calls with customers, you might not have the same level of user adoption that you would if it was included directly into the application that you're using throughout the day. And the second is sort of traditional telephony solutions are they're not inexpensive, and so as folks look for operational efficiencies, they can find that they can layer on calling at a pretty good rate, right? And so it makes a lot of sense. Save money, offer a better user experience, have something that's integrated into a platform that everybody's using that's easier to manage.
And why are companies, do you think, investing so heavily in this space?
Communication has always been critical. And so I think a lot of folks are sort of seeing where the puck is going and resultingly trying to put themselves in a position to be there. And so we're seeing a lot of, obviously, our competitors are investing heavily in the space, and then trying to figure out, what is the next modality that people are going to be using for communication. And then customers obviously want to figure out how they can put themselves in a position to take advantage of all the new stuff that's sort of coming down the pipe with respect to artificial intelligence and so forth. So having a sort of more integrated experience where existing folks in the IT operations function can deliver value for their users. I think that's what it's ultimately all about. And then, no question that Teams is growing quickly, continues to grow quickly. We're talking about 300 million people nearly on the platform, and I don't see that number coming down anytime soon.
And why do you think people are generally operating for Operator Connect over direct routing or just using Teams Phone?
I think we're seeing folks do both still. Operator Connect offers a more seamless experience when all is said and done, right? So you can sort of manage everything out of the Microsoft platform, typically, which obviously people like. It makes things a little bit easier from a management standpoint. And I think people are also sort of using it as a signaling mechanism, right? They're looking for where they're going to be able to get the most comprehensive coverage, and Operator Connect sort of shows them that. It's difficult to sort of piece together a bunch of different providers and then manage all of that. And so if you can sort of have a one-stop shop and Operator Connect offers that, then you're likely to be in a better place.
And what do you see as the role of the channel partner as people are increasingly moving towards Operator Connect? Do you think they should be worried about that or think about changing their offer?
I think, just like the death of the PSTN, people always talk about the death of the channel partner. I think the reality is that having a trusted partner is often very important for the enterprise. And so I think we sort of see channel partners as a conduit, right? I mean, of course, people are landing directly on the Operator Connect page and purchasing services, but there's still a ton of folks out there that are engaging with their partner to be able to determine, hey, what is the best solution out there? And so I think it's an opportunity for the channel partner, right, to be able to sell seats, right, alongside an Office 365 subscription of Microsoft Teams.
Yeah. And so Telnex is a sort of relatively small provider in this space. Why do you think people would come to you over perhaps a more established big name telco? What do you guys offer?
I think, we sort of have been in, we sort of try to speak quietly and just get things done. And I think we've demonstrated an ability to continue to move up market, penetrate the enterprise, and ultimately power some of the largest players in the space with respect to unified communications and CPaaS. I mean, when all is said and done, I think what it comes down to is technology, customer service, and ease of use, right? And so what we offer that other folks don't is the ability to reach 60 plus markets that continues to grow. We do so as a licensed operator in most of these markets, and we have global infrastructure in place to ensure that, ultimately, as people are consuming this service over the internet, and the internet's the best ever network, that it works flawlessly. And so some of the larger players out there, aren't tech companies, frankly. And so things are less optimal from a usability standpoint. And ultimately, that's where we win. And then obviously, I think you can sort of go online, check our reviews. Customers are pretty happy with how we serve them.
Great. Well, I'm sure we'll continue to follow your guys' journey on UC today. So thank you for joining me, David from Telnex today. And thank you, everybody, for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please do like and subscribe to the channel. And please do stay tuned at uctoday.com for more stories like these. Thank you.
Thanks, Susie.